Tre. Get some booms in the chat, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tommy Meets. And now I know that Mike doesn't know that he is actually have the camera on here because I lied. So you are on, absolutely, Mike. What is called Dittohead, Dittohead. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, that's still okay. Yeah. I did not expect suit, guys. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna. Okay, so you can. There we go. Okay, so now. You can hear it now. You can hear it now. Okay, you can guys. You can hear it now. I actually. You guys, you can hear it now. It's
all right. Sorry about that. Boy, did I feel like a fool.
Oh, God. I don't. I'm too tired for this.
Yes. Let me get my bow tied just right.
Okay, it's gonna be very interesting to see if I can keep up with this. So yes, everyone, welcome to another episode of Tommy Meets with my friend Mike and Dittohead, as it's called. And we, as always on Tommy Meets, we're gonna have a serious, I don't know, but I'm gonna grill Mike with some questions. We're gonna go personal, we're gonna go golf clash, and obviously this is going to be to highlight the amazing work that Mike is doing on his channel. So before we start with any question, please don't forget to subscribe here to the channel for more Tommy Meets. Also visit patreon.com/golf-tommy. But most of all, write !Mike in the chat, and you will get a link to the YouTube channel Dittohead. And please subscribe to the channel. It would be epic if we could get Mike to 1,000 subscribers. That's my goal, and that's what I hope you will help us to do or like to get. So in the end, we do have, you have gameplay on the screen. It's a recorded version of an old Tour 12, so you're gonna see some green point from the 30. Also, those of you playing the Porthello Cove and the White Cliffs, if I'm not mistaken, then you can actually learn something there at the same time. So yeah, Mike, do you prefer Mike or Dittohead?
Either or. I mean, you know, there's so many Mikes in the community that even like in my chat, I'll see Mike in there and I think they're talking to me, but yeah. You know, Dittohead seems to work pretty good for keeping it straight because of all the Mikes in the community.
That's true. So basically you are telling me that you want people that are named Mike to be something else in your chat. That's kind of
Well, no, I'm telling people in chat to say Ditto instead.
Okay, Ditto. And you know, when I think Ditto, I think about a Pokemon. I don't know if you have thought about that. There's a Pokemon called Ditto. I don't know if you guys in chat know that. That's like a purple Pokemon, like jelly-ish. So, like, I kind of hope that your nickname comes from there. But otherwise, I'm very curious where your nickname comes from.
Well, it doesn't come from Pokemon. It's been pointed out to me that there's a Pokemon character, and that I get my, you know, my stream is full of a bunch of, how would you say, ball busters. So I get the Pokemon quite a bit. But no, actually my name, it comes from a Slayer song of the same name called Dittohead. I'm a huge metalhead. I've been listening to, you know, heavy metal basically my whole life. So A few years back, I was playing a different game.
Huh?
I was making a second account. That song was playing as I was making the account, and I was like, that sounds like a pretty cool name for a gaming account. So I went with it, and it's just kind of been the go-to name now as I play games and do stuff on social media, my YouTube channel. That's just a name that kind of stuck.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I must say, I didn't. I was hoping. Once again, I was hoping it was Pokemon because I was a huge Pokemon fan way back. I was like, Pikachu, I choose you, and running around and stuff like that. Oh my god, it was a massive sound. I'm gonna take that away.
Yeah, well, I'm an older gent, so Pokemon was way past my time. So I've never been into Pokemon.
Okay, yeah, but that's good. So, Mike, when we have dropped the Pokemon lead, you might gonna start playing after this. Maybe we'll see. But
Maybe.
who are you then? If you can explain to everyone that's watching, me include, who is Mike? I don't even know your last name. I don't need to know, but I want to know.
Well, I'm just, a goofy middle-aged man that enjoys playing games and honestly, with the YouTube, entertaining people, hence the Get Up. Everyone wanted the DittoCon to be on your stream, and I had to figure out a way to bring it in, not just pop it right on. But no, I mean, I just enjoy life. I've been working in civil engineering for like 22 years, which has been most of my life. It's a very demanding field. My previous job, I was working, 70 to 90 hours. Didn't leave much time for gaming, and so I left that job. And while I was looking for a new job, I found Golf Clash, and that was the end of that. Thankfully, I found a job that I think I've been there 4 months now, and I've worked all of 2 hours of overtime. So that's a good trade-off.
You say 70 to 90 hours. I hope you mean a month, but I guess it's not a month, right?
No, a week.
Holy, yeah.
Yeah, I was working like 7 days a week, 12, 15-hour days. So yeah, it's a crazy, crazy industry that I'm in.
That's whoa. Yeah, I've when I have to work 8 or 10 hours, I complain. It's that's just the natural of a Swede. We complain about everything. So I don't know what's wrong with us, but it's the same with the weather.
Well, there's nothing wrong with you. I complain I complain that I got to work 8 hours a day now.
Yeah, shouldn't be like we had a suggestion here in Sweden. It should be able to work 6 hours and earn the same salary, and I was like, yeah, how should that work? I love it. I take that all day and every day.
I'd be for that. I'd be for that.
So, when we talk family-wise, how have any girl, wife?
No wife, no girlfriend, no kids. And congratulations, by the way, on the baby boy.
Thank you.
And if you guys didn't see, Tommy put a video out earlier today that with a contest to name his son. You're crazy for doing that.
Yeah, obviously that's not gonna. I hope people didn't take it as we're gonna be the name.
Hey, you never know. You might come up with a good name.
Yeah. I had to promise Jennifer, obviously, that we're not gonna name the boy that she chooses. But I guess there is gonna be some people that truly expects that, to be honest. But I'm very happy. I'm 100%. Am I? 2 kids. 2 times with a lady. 100%. Win-win. Not win-win, maybe. I don't know. But so you are single then? Are you out during the weekends trying to find some? I was about to say meat, but that's definitely wrong. I was about to say a cute lady or something like that.
Well, I mean, I have friends that I hang out with, but you know what I mean. It doesn't get anything serious. The weekends, yeah. I mean, I hang out with friends when I can. A lot of my close friends, they're married and have kids and stuff, so they're off doing their kids stuff and whatnot. So, yeah. I mean, I enjoy life. I enjoy my my single life.
Yeah.
I can come and go as I please and do what I want. And
I think some people would absolutely love to have it that way, to be honest.
right.
So that's nice. You said, you didn't say, but you said like you mentioned music in the start. Is that a big thing in your life?
It is. It is. I mean, um, like I said, when I was working all those hours, the only thing that I had to get me through the days was music. So I mean, I got so used to just sitting at my desk for the last 20 years, like I said, listening to music. So even when I'm on stream, you'll see I have an earbud in and I'm listening to music and it's like I can't get through the day without listening to music at some point. Not to mention the fact that I have a 40-minute commute to and from work every day. So,
Oh.
In the car quite a bit with the music as well. So, yeah, I mean, it's like from the time I get up till the time I go to bed, I'm listening to music.
Yeah, and
I can't play for a lick. I can't sing for a lick, but
but you have listened to me. I can sing. I guess everyone.
we enjoy when you sing though.
Yeah, it's terrible for everyone here and everyone on stream. So, but I have to say, when I listen to music on stream, I listen to Westlife and Backstreet Boys, One Direction. But I have a guess that is not your type of music, or what's your type of music that listen to?
Heavy metal. Heavy metal is it. I mean, I've listened to I call it clubbing music when I used to do the clubbing thing and go out on weekends to the clubs and stuff. But I mean, growing up, my dad listened to classic rock, which was like the Led Zeppelin, the stuff like that. The classic rock, and it just evolved into heavy metal.
Nice.
I think I heard Metallica 1 at age 13, and that was it. I was hooked.
I'm probably have heard Metallica at some point, but I don't think I deliberately has been listening to a single song of that band. But I know it's a huge band though. But as I said, if One Direction comes here in Sweden, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be front row, and definitely.
Well, if somebody paid for a ticket for me to go to Sweden in One Direction, I'd be there too.
That's awesome. That's a date. When we're talking about music and stuff, and I always want to ask this question about, because sport is something that is very close to my heart. Is that something you watch or practice yourself, like any type of sport?
Well, I mean, as a young kid, I played like every sport: baseball, basketball, hockey, football, American football. Never got into soccer or football, as everyone else calls it. But
yes,
once I started playing hockey, I played ice hockey basically my entire life. So, yeah, hockey's my sport. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the States. So I got the Pittsburgh Penguins, and that's my team. I actually don't have cable anymore, so I don't get to really watch the games. But thankfully, YouTube, NHL's on YouTube, and they put a 10-minute highlight after every game on YouTube. So I at least get to keep up with them that way. But yeah, I don't watch TV at all anymore.
And you say what do you do? Is it music then, or what? Like I say it as it was a bad thing, but TV is like, especially for Amelia here, TV is always on. So for me, not watching TV is kind of non-existent in my life. So what do you do instead? Yeah, Golf Flash maybe, or like what do you do instead?
I mean, Golf Clash or other games. I do play other games. Currently right now I'm playing like 4 different games. Including Golf Clash, but you know, I mean, a lot of times you see me around a lot of streams, so I'm out there on YouTube, watching the other streamers, supporting them, you know, and you know, I do watch quite a bit of YouTube, other videos as well, like to try to help, you know, my stream get better, be more entertaining and more enjoyable for you know, the viewers that are coming in and supporting. So I do a good bit of, you know, work on that, try to make things, you know, more enjoyable for the people coming in to watch. So, but yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, a lot of times I'll shut the stream down and I'll have, you know, I have two monitors, I have a laptop, I have my iPad, which I'll be playing on. So there really isn't much YouTube on the iPad, but I'll have 3, 4 different streamers up at one time. You know what I mean? And that's what I get enjoyment out of is watching other people doing, you know, great things for this game.
That's awesome. I definitely feel the same way. Sometimes you have like you have one here, you have one there, and you know trying to be there. You know, I love. We're gonna get into the community obviously later on, but it's amazing to see how everyone is coming together and having fun with each other.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then having fun, like in my stream at least, having fun at my expense.
yeah, yeah, you know, it's I've been on your streams like a lot of times. Sometimes I'm like a ghost, you know, because I am not have the possibility to chat, you know, but I always get a lot of fun out of that. It's like
Yeah.
it's so once again, everybody, don't forget to subscribe. Exclamation mark Mike in chat. Subscribe to the channel called Dittohead. We need to get him up to 1,000 subs for everything that he's doing for the community. You know, before we go over to a more like, we're gonna go like try and take the path into, you know, Golf Clash. But I heard about, what can I say? Rosie. Is that someone that's a woman that rings a bell? There was someone in chat that mentioned I should ask about Rosie. I don't know.
Rosie?
Yeah.
I don't know a Rosie. A Rosa? That was you losers. She was taking notes for Lou there, and he failed to make the weekend, so he fired her.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave that one. I didn't know that you can fire someone over
someone that doesn't really exist.
Yeah, exactly. So then, Mike, okay, you know, Golf Clash, that's obviously a huge part of your channel, but how did you really come into Golf Clash in the beginning?
Well, I had taken like after I quit my nightmare job, I'd taken a job for the holiday season just so I'd have some money for gifts for my niece and nephews and stuff. And there was a guy there where I was working that was playing Golf Clash, and he's like, you know, you got to check this game out, whatever, this and that. And I was just like, you know, maybe. I was playing something else at the time and was taking up a lot of my time. And after I quit that job and I was sitting, you know, behind the computer on the job boards, you know, over and over looking for a job. I was like, what was that game Bob said to check out? Golf something. Golf. And I just searched it and boom, I was done. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
That was it. You know, I just started playing, and I sucked. To be honest with you, I was horrible. I could not figure out the wind. I couldn't figure out why is the ball going there when I want it to go there and stuff like that. So then I searched YouTube and I found you and RJ and Jesse, and wow, did my game improve. And so, you know, because of that, I was like, you know, if I can explain things differently and help people, but, you know, explain the same information that you guys were putting out, that would be, absolutely one of the best things that I could do, because I love the game so much that, you know what I mean. I wanted other people to learn how to play the game well, just like I did,
Hmm.
with the help of, like I said, you, RJ, and Jesse. And like I said, I mean, it's amazing how much my game improved literally in the matter of a week of just binge watching. you know.
When was it that you started? Like, was it I started 2017. That's almost. It's gonna be 3 years in February. It's like time just fly by. But when did you start with the game?
I started 4th of July last year. So what was that? 2018.
Ooh, yeah, that's not that long ago.
Nah, just short of a year and a half, I guess.
Nice, and I guess now you're not going anywhere. I hope.
No, no. I'm hooked. Considering I have 5 accounts and I can't play all 5 now.
Yeah, 5 accounts. I used to be able to play that when I didn't have Jennifer here, when we didn't live together, and Amelia was at her mom's. Otherwise, I was absolutely non-existent. And now, I played 3 accounts this week, and I felt it was hard to get everyone in. I didn't even play my expert count, for that matter. So it's hard to, especially tournament-wise, to to get all the rounds in. Do you
Yeah.
do you try, or is it like, okay, you have some favorite accounts that you do want to?
Oh no, I mean I play 4 of them in the tournaments. My problem is um, Thursdays and well, not so much Fridays, but Thursdays. In order for me to be able to play all of my accounts, I have to play 2 of them on Thursday and 2 of them on Friday.
Mm.
Um, when I get home from work, I eat dinner and then I jump on stream and start playing on Thursday.
Mm.
As soon as I get done playing those 2 accounts, I literally walk right down the hall and climb into bed because I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my
so,
God, 5 o'clock in the
uh,
morning. How can people survive that?
yeah, I
God.
know, right? Right. So, the Thursdays make it rough, and then same with Friday because I'd been up since 5 o'clock in the morning on Friday, so um, I play the two accounts on Friday night, which I'll be up a little bit later,
Mm.
on Friday. I can sleep in on Saturdays usually, but I'm a morning person, so I still tend to, you know, wake up at 6 o'clock and maybe not 5 o'clock.
Oh my God. Like, it's like if I can sleep, which almost never happens, at least it feels like it, then it's like 10, earliest 10 a.m. when I go up. And it's always like you go up at 10 a.m. and you kind of wanna die. It's like you're still
Yeah.
so tired. But I don't know, eat for their own. I've never been. I'm pretty much like my dad, never a morning person. I don't know. It's crap though. But glad you are.
Yeah.
At least I know there is a lot of people are there. I would love to trade though. So
Yeah, I mean, it can be rough at times though, Like I said, 3 o'clock in the afternoon hits and you're like, oh, I'm ready for bed, but you still got the whole rest of the day.
yeah.
And then you got, people that tend to do things in the evenings and they're like, come on, you got to come out, and you're like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted, and I can't do energy drinks. I do Mountain Dew and caffeine, but energy drinks, they just mess me up. So it's like, yeah, I gotta find the energy somewhere. Give me a coffee.
Mountain Dew sounds like it sounds disgusting, or like it's like just of the name of it. I've heard it before. It's like it's the same as Dr. Pepper. It's like absolutely
Wow,
hideous.
you're shitting on my 2 favorite drinks.
Yeah, I. I never tried Mountain Dew, so I might have to reserve myself from. But yeah, that Dr. Pepper is. I don't understand how people
Dr.
can drink that.
Pepper's delicious.
Is that it? No. Kavak13, my bro, thank you so much for the donation of $5 towards your pot of gold costume, Tommy. Yeah, ditto. Yeah, you know, I don't really know if you're gonna see me in that. You know, you're gonna see me as Santa Claus though on Christmas. That's gonna be the next costume I'm gonna have. So give Kavak some boom and some love in the chat. Thank you, buddy. Paulie R, Razor5, Big Golf Clash. Thank you so much, all three of you, for subscribing to the channel. So, moving on. You know, Golf Clash, Mike. Grinder, like, do you grind anything, or is it tournament play only, or like how do you?
Oh no, I grind. You know, I have 3 accounts that are playing Tour 10 right now. 1 account that plays Tour 9, and then my 5th account, I'm keeping it kind of low level for folks that are asking for help with Tours 5 through 8.
Nice.
So, yeah, you know, on off tournament weeks, it's been rough lately. Like, I try to stream every day, Monday through Saturday. I usually take Sundays off. And that's even on off tournament weeks, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I've been taking Mondays off lately. You know, I get home from work and I'm just beat, and I lay down and I wake up and I'm like, well, I missed my stream time. So, but no, literally, like Tuesday, Tuesday through Friday, I'll play like 2 accounts maybe for, you know, the time that I have to stream. Usually I'll do like a Tour 10 and or 2 Tour 10s, and then the next day I'll do a Tour 10 and a Tour 9. If somebody's asking for help with the lower levels, I'll throw that in there somewhere. Usually on Fridays or Saturdays. Saturdays, I'll try to play as many accounts as I can. I'll do kind of like they call it a marathon stream. You know, anything over 4 hours for me is a marathon.
Yeah.
So I'll try to throw, you know, on Saturdays as many accounts as I can on the 3 different tours that I'm playing. Or well, 3 basically different tours that I'm playing.
Yeah, I would say 4 hours plus. That definitely feels like a marathon, at least. You know, it's not. I don't know if you agree with me, but like Golf Clash for me, it's a game of focus, especially if you're competing towards, you know, a gold in a tournament. And if you're not focused, you're gonna hit a ton of great shots, and then you're gonna smash things. And and that's where I wanted to go into a little bit. You know, you kind of mentioned to me before when we talked that, you know, it's good that people on stream don't really see you outside stream sometimes when you play. Could you elaborate a little bit about that, or like so we all get to know what happens?
Well, I mean, I don't get to the point where I'm smashing anything or throwing anything, but if they heard what came out of my mouth, they would probably come looking for me with a bar of soap.
Yeah, yeah. It's good of you that you're not destroying things. At least that's my specialty.
Yeah. I mean, I try to keep it clean on stream. You know what I mean? I know there's folks that have, you know, they'll throw us up on their TV and their kids in the room with them or whatever. So, you know, I try not to cuss on stream. But yeah, if it's not going my way off stream, look out.
Yeah. I thought I would love to be a fly on the wall, just to kind of like listen a little bit.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to record it sometime and put like a parental advisory sticker on it or something.
Yeah, you can do that. You can have it for just 18 plus. You know, you can.
Right.
It would be, honestly, now when you're thinking about it, like it would be kind of interesting to see some streams because we can all as streamers put, you know, it's for 18-year-old audience plus. You know, then it's obviously the viewer's responsibility not having their kids there if it is like that. But then you can go wild. That would be kind of interesting. I don't know if you watched anything of a guy called Chris Taylor. Way back.
No, I haven't heard. I haven't heard of Chris.
Search for Chris Taylor Golf Clash and watch a little bit. It's honestly. One of my there is a stream, there is my I can't I don't know the name, but it's my all-time favorite. And he is, it's not child friendly. You know, we can leave it at that. It's kind of like it's oh my god, it's yeah, you kind of sit there and you hope him to miss. And it's like that is beautiful. Yeah, I love Chris. We are good friends. He's not streaming anymore, but it's, you know, it's gold,
Yes,
absolutely gold.
yes.
But yeah, you know, when we're talking about tournaments and stuff like that, we both play a lot. But uh, then what do we have when it comes to tournaments? Like, what's your thought when it comes to tournaments today? Like the structure, everything like that, divisions, matchmaking. What is your thought overall for tournaments?
I mean, if there was anything I could change about the tournaments right now, um, well, there's a couple of things. I'd like to see more mini tournaments.
Why?
I've said this you know, in my stream,
Mm?
where if they did three mini tournaments and one kind of main tournament a month, you know, so like the first 3 weeks would be mini tournaments and then a main tournament. Um, that would free us up to grind a little bit more on tour play,
Mm?
because I know there's a lot of people out there in clans that have, like, you know, point minimums and stuff like that, and so um, on tournament weeks, it seems like some of those folks, that's all they're doing is playing, and you know what I mean.
Mm?
Whereas with the mini tournament, you could kind of grind the first half of the week, and then you'd have the tournament at the end of the week. Um, but then, like, as far as like structure goes, one of the big things I'd like to see is different wins in every round. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you're gonna have, you know, on hole three, you're gonna have a headwind.
Mm?
You know this in qualifying, but then in the opening round, you might have a right to left crosswind. It's gonna change up the way you play the hole then,
Mm?
right? And then on the weekend round, you're gonna have maybe left to right crosswind. It's going to be completely opposite from what you had in the opening round. So you know what I mean? It makes you have to learn different shots in each round then, rather than playing the same shot Monday through Sunday if you're playing every single day of the week with different accounts on every day.
Mm?
You know, and if you have like a lot of like three of my accounts, I basically have the same clubs on all three of them. So I'm literally playing the same shot three times in qualifying with those three accounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by the time the weekend comes around, it's like, oh, I got to play this shot again. You know?
You know, wait, like I would love to hear your thoughts in chat here. I know we talk about it a lot, but what's your thought about the tournament? You know, do you love it as it is? Do you think it should be the same way? Do you think it should be changed? And I have a follow-up question for you there, here, Mike. You know, um, if the win would be different, wouldn't that create a much bigger advantage for those having more accounts?
Oh yeah, it probably would, because they're gonna get more looks at it. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. Me with my three accounts, I get three looks at it. So yeah, somebody with one account only gets one look at it. It's definitely gonna be. It would definitely make the advantage towards the people with more accounts. That being said, even though the win doesn't change, the people with more accounts get that advantage anyway. They're getting four and five looks at that same shot. Only they're getting a lot more looks at it by the time the weekend comes around.
The reason I
You know?
ask is because I'm not saying you are wrong or right in any form. You know, I don't say that to anyone in chat as well. It's just an interesting topic, and you
Yeah.
know, if we try to look at it in an objective way, like if we would be having a changed wind all the time, yeah, it's going to be a benefit for those people. I have three accounts in Master. I have three looks of the courses. I can try it out three times. You know, I can play the shot three times. Sure, obviously, if I'm in a clan, then I'm able to get help from others that play the same type of shot. I'm just maybe thinking that if the wind is the same for everyone, that gives those people that aren't maybe in a strong that aren't in a strong tournament clan or maybe just playing themselves, does give them at least the possibility to look up information and put themselves on the same level? Or do you think that I may be complicating it now?
No. I mean, I agree with you with the fact that the wind doesn't change, so you're gonna get those multiple looks at it, even if you only have one account. Um, I just, I guess my thought process on it is that you're still at a disadvantage to those that have multiple accounts, even if you do go out and search out those, you know, videos or guides or try to figure out how to play the whole better. Um, you know, like I said, I have 3 accounts in expert right now, right? But when I had 1 account in expert, well, I couldn't break the top 50,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now, I'll break the top, 30, 25, top, 10. I have a gold in the mini tournament from the last one. So, you know what I mean? When you get more looks at it, it makes it, in my opinion, not easier, but it makes it easier to play those shots.
I get what
Because you've done them. It starts to become muscle memory.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and I think it's a super interesting topic. If you're watching this video after the stream, please make a comment in the comment section below, and you guys in chat keep coming with suggestions and stuff. It's very interesting to see and read thoughts, and I always look at the chat afterwards as well, because I'm very interesting, because we cannot please all. That's never gonna happen, and I'm not gonna be against a change, but I think it's harder than just changing the wind.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I guess there's a lot of good ideas out there. It's just whether or not it's gonna actually do what is intended. Actually, another thing that I would like to see is just like you have the friendlies game mode, have a tournament game mode. Now, you don't necessarily have the tournament wind as far as direction. Have it like tour play is now, where you're going to get the inconsistent wind. It's going to be different every time you play the hole. But the people that want to practice the tournament holes, that have to go into tours that maybe they have to drop back down to, or they don't have that tour open yet, doesn't allow there to be as much practice as it seems like people want to have out there too. So if they introduced a tournament mode where, my thought on this, to kind of make it so that maybe not everybody's playing, that you have to pay gems per hole, maybe 20 gems to play, hole 1, 20 gems to play hole 2, so.
Interesting. I would have to say, I kind of very interesting. I do see, like, from a making guys perspective, I would love to, especially with new holes. Oh my freaking god! Putting the what was it the last time, the drum? No, not drum. Drum or links, right? Must been, and they put it in all 3 tours. And I spent the whole day trying to find hole 9. I think I played like 200 games before. I did forfeit a bunch of them, but like 200 matchup before I got hole 9 the first time. Super sick, and that's obviously something that is people want to practice, and I think Playdemic would not get that many complaints about it if they would do that. But I guess in the end it's a business way, revenue based, obviously, and stuff like that. But yeah,
which is why I said, if you made it so that people had to pay gems, they could actually make money off it that way, because people might be more inclined to buy ball packs, might be more inclined to buy gems from the shop, right?
Yeah.
From a business standpoint,
it's super interesting though, now when we're talking about improvements, because that is what we are doing, we are not bashing anyone, like, it's just we're talking about improvements to the game, and that comes to the disconnect rule that is very new. What's your thought about that?
I think it's a great thing. because I mean, I'm sure, as you know, like I'll get disconnect screens while I'm streaming, but I'm not dropping any frames. I'm not having any internet issues and whatever. So if it gives you a chance to not get a bogey on the hole, I think that's great. I think it's a step in the right direction. I think it also, we were talking last night, it frees up the support team to actually deal with issues that people are having outside of disconnect issues. So I think it's going to be a good thing all the way around for everybody involved, the players and Playdemic and their support team, and not have to deal with as many support tickets for disconnects.
Totally agree. I just want to ask that it says free match says too long with 230 seconds is crap. Yeah, but Matt, that's only when someone that has the old version of the Golf Clash match up against someone that has the new version of it. Because if both has the new version, which you should have, because you always should update the app, because sometimes not updating the app could cause, issues. That's just how it is with apps. If there is an old version that's the same on a computer, you have an old computer that's sometimes gonna mess up. But so if you have the new updated app, then it's not gonna work that way. So that is not an issue per se. It's just that the person that you're playing against, if so, does have the older version of the app. What do you all think about the disconnect rule? Oh, so we are back. We are back. Oh my god, the stream shut down. No! No. But we got back kind of directly.
We're back?
Yeah, I
see me looking around, we're back. All right.
Yeah, I did think so at least.
Wow, talk about timing, eh?
Yeah, we're talking about disconnects and oh my god. Yeah, okay, it's back.
I'd like to see them take that kind of the forfeit thing and disconnect one step further.
In what way?
And also not penalize somebody who doesn't forfeit. So I've seen you. I'm sure it's happened to you. You have an elbow shot lined up, ready to go, and your opponent forfeits on you, and you get an eagle. You don't even get a chance for that elbow.
But that is
you
fixed.
Should be able to still continue to play that hole even if your opponent forfeits on you.
And that is fixed. So I can explain how it works. So let's say you and I play. We go in to play hole 1, for an example, just. And we both take our drives, and then it's a par 4. So you have your attempt for an eagle, I disconnect, and then the only thing you're gonna notice is that I time out. So you're not gonna affect your game. So even if I time out, it still goes to your second shot. So you still continue playing the hole.
Right, but I guess what I'm saying is like, especially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? When people are practicing and they forfeit.
You mean that the deliberately forfeiting? Okay.
Deliberate forfeit, yes.
Yeah, true. That's an issue.
Because I mean, elbows come down to tiebreakers. That what I mean. In the end, it could cost you a gold that somebody forfeited on you back in the opening round because. The guy that beat you might have one more eagle than you, but if you had that elbow, boom, you got yourself a gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you absolutely. Oh, I missed that. I apologize. That was definitely interesting. Right. There is a question here. Tommy and Ditto, or tell me your thoughts and if this is totally unfair. I played my expert attorney Sunday, but late, and I could not finish because there was no live players and took longer and didn't finish. I can actually answer that. First and foremost, we need to have in mind that there is tons and tons of players forfeiting the shootouts. I cannot remember when I played a shootout before, which makes there being less replays. That's just how it is. That's why you're getting the no opponent screen more often now than you did get back then. And obviously, if you play very, very late, that's something you will have to have in mind that, all of the people has already played. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but as replays are basically based on that you have played a hole one time before. So if there isn't a shootout, there isn't a replay. So I'm personally going to at least start playing the shootouts a little bit to to get some of them in there, because I had the same problem. Took me ages to to play around. So yeah.
Huh. I didn't know that, as far as if you forfeit the shootout, it doesn't create a replay then that's playable. But it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah, it was a big discussion. You know, it's logic when you talk about it, in my opinion, and I think that's was an eye opener for me, to be honest. Uh, so and I don't know how the replay stuff works for Playdemic, if they just use a certain, because I got the same replay 4 times when I finished my the absolute exact replays. I don't know how it works, if they get thrown away after a specific time. I don't know. I just want to have an opponent, and so yeah. But we're not gonna not gonna stay there, obviously, with the disconnect. It's an interesting thing, though, and I love to see the discussion in chat as well. And my I need to ask you, like, streaming, like, how did you get into streaming? Like, what did make you get there?
Well, like I said, I mean, honestly, like, I got into the game. I sucked at it. I found you, RJ, and Jesse, and I just was surprised at how well watching you guys made me, so much a better player, that I honestly, I wanted to see if I could help other people get better at the game. Because I was unemployed and looking for a job. I had the time to kind of, put some effort into it, learn the software, learn how to get a stream set up and going. I just looked the other day. My first video or stream was December 10th of last year. I'm coming up just short of a year of streaming, and I probably spent the first 4 months streaming to 0 to 2 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But a couple of the other streamers on the Screws Golf, Hammer and Hank, and Dale Appleby, found me and started telling people in their streams to check me out. And it's actually humbling now. I get messages all the time in chat or on Facebook that thanking me for helping them get better at the game, and that's the ultimate prize right there. Is people come in, they say that, got their first gold last tournament, with the help of all the streamers, and it's just that's why I got into it. I used to play other games. Like I said, I was pretty good at some other games. I just never had time to stream and help people get better at those games, and it just happened that with this game I had the time to do it. And now I took a week off from streaming a couple weeks back, and I missed it.
That's awesome. So, it becomes like a little extra world or something, a thing that you can go and actually interact with people that becomes friends, really. It's a nice thing. I just want to make something clear. If someone literally thought that the thing that I said just now about the forfeits and the replays, that came from Playdemic, that's my own words. So I had some fun. I had some fun reading about that in chat, though. That So I don't know if there are just these nine replays out there or what. That's just my own thought that it has an effect.
It makes sense. It definitely makes sense.
Yeah. So okay, streaming wise, what is it like? Is it the helping part, or is it the competition part that you like the most, or what is it that drives you? I know you kind of answered that already, but like, are you running for gold every tournament, or is it like it can go as it goes?
No, no. I mean, um, if I somehow manage to, um, pull out a gold, um, then I would be, the emoji on the game that would be me. I would be shocked. I understand the game. I think I play it maybe a little bit of above average level,
Hmm?
but you know, I, I play the game because I enjoy it, because I have fun playing it. But I also play it because it's challenging to me, and I strive to get better. I want to get better, but the competition, I mean, if I wanted to win gold, I could go and play rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. To me, playing the game, in my opinion, you move up, you advance, you keep trying to get better. And if that means playing against better competition, and that's going to make me better, even though I'm not going to win, that's fine with me. You know what I mean? Like, if I keep improving, because I'm playing the higher competition and the better players, and I'm learning from those better players, then that's the goal every time I sit down to play the game, is to just get better.
Yeah, nice. I've got a very interesting question for Anthony here in chat that I really would like to hear your like when you play. I guess you have so many accounts that you cannot play every round on stream. Then you're gonna stream. It's gonna be hard. So, in terms of like the way you're playing, are you playing better on stream or worse compared to when you play off stream?
For me, I actually play all my rounds on stream.
Mm. Oh.
So the answer to that question, because I did a test of it, and I played two accounts. One tournament, I played two accounts off stream and two accounts on stream, and the two accounts on stream did better than the two accounts off stream. So I
Hmm.
said, I'm not playing tournaments off stream anymore.
Yeah, yeah. I have it different though. I don't know what it is, but I would. That's but I guess it's something that you get used to. But I should have been getting used to because I play more on stream than off stream as well. So so that awesome. So
Yeah,
my friend, this has been a very interesting little discussion here. We really woke up the
as
chat, and we have something to end with here. That's called I call it I don't know what I call it. I say uh, the the five Tommies. No, that's wrong. That's I do have five questions for you. Yes,
it's
and
the speed round.
yes, exactly. And we're gonna start easy, and we're gonna end up having enormous fun with your answer. Where I obviously hope that the answer is gonna be the correct one. We have had. What do we have had? We have had Ian, we have had Matthew, we have had Daniel MacArthur, and we now have you. And we have had two big plus and one little negative in terms of the question. So we're gonna see where we land, obviously. So we start with the first one. For those of you in chat that don't know this, I'm gonna give my two alternatives. You need to choose quick. It's not gonna be like something to think about. And yeah, so we're gonna start taco or pizza.
Taco.
Okay, why?
Uh, Well, because I don't really eat dairy, so the cheese on pizza is a no-no for me.
Oh,
So,
yeah, then it's gonna be no in the in with the boo. So tablet or phone?
tablet.
Is it because you play better on a tablet, or is it because you like the tablet more, like to work with?
Well, because my tablet is like my game console.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I play other games on my tablet as well. So, but I play some. Ah, man, that actually is kind of tough. I actually do play a couple of games on the phone, but they're just kind of like the passing time, we'll put it,
Yeah.
type of games. Where you might be in a certain room alone.
I was honestly what I was gonna think. Oh, you're a single man, so what do you do? You know, it's okay. Uh, USA or United States of America?
USA.
Okay, doesn't it look nice? It sounds nicer with United States of America. You know, is
Yeah,
it?
but we want things quick, to the
Okay.
point these days,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, that's kind of
The,
true.
the the short attention span. Somebody's falling asleep by the time you get to of.
Yeah. I can see that in chat as well. Awesome. Okay, so you know, like this is two of the you're gonna get an two alternatives, two of the best clubs in the game. Down in one or young list.
Ooh,
Did it
down in one.
down in one? I thought young list. So there we have it. So down in one is
Considering two of my, or well, yeah, two of my four accounts
mm,
have not upgraded the down in one or junglist.
uh-huh.
That was a tough one.
Yeah, that's not the two good not no good clubs at least.
No, no.
Yeah, and you just be clear with you guys in chat. I obviously don't think those clubs are any worth to use. That's why.
Well, maybe is the junglist getting the buff with the I don't even remember if
Yeah,
that's one.
it's gonna be like Apocalypse, you know. It's gonna get the buff. I don't know. I don't really remember. It wasn't in a way that it did stand out.
No,
So
no, I don't think that too many of those clubs are gonna. I mean, the bus they might make them a little bit more usable in special situations and tournaments, but I don't think they're gonna be everyday clubs.
no, it's if so in a lower level to be honest. Because even if you unlock the junglist to like in level 1 and you have other club in level 2, you're still not gonna use it.
Right.
So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see about that actually. So the final one. So would you like to cuddle up nude with me or with Tony Richardson?
Ha! See, wow, you threw a little bit of a wrench there. Well, it has to be you. I mean,
Yes.
we got to get that score back to a plus, not even.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So was that the reason, or was the picture you picture yourself with Tony? So,
Well, see, I thought you were going to ask for the picture, and I was going to say, I already talked to Tony, and we were going to trade pictures. So if you'd be willing to trade pictures, then I'd rather trade pictures with you.
you know, I rather cuddle up and you know if
Well, I mean, we can always invite Tony, right?
yeah, obviously, you know. Yeah, that is an interesting trio, so to speak. So that's so yeah. In the end, everybody, you know, that was awesome, Mike. I've been having a blast. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Oh, I had a blast. I had a blast, brother. Too
That's-
much fun. This is a great format. I think it's a wonderful thing you're doing. Bringing other streamers on and outside of what we usually do. Like we were talking. It's like gameplay, gameplay, gameplay. This is a great format, and I'm actually absolutely honored that you would have me on and invite me to participate in this format. It's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed myself,
Thanks,
and I
bro.
hope everyone else has enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so too. That everyone in chat has been having a blast. It's in the end, everyone. I say thank you so much. Don't forget to go over to Mike's channel and subscribe, and obviously here to the channel as well. There will be another episode of Tommy Meets in 2 weeks' time. We're gonna try to have it on a Tuesday every time. The guest is already scheduled. Could you have a guess, Mike, who that one might be for the next one? What do you think what you guys in chat, who do you think should go next?
Oh man, I'd say let the chat um let the chat decide that one.
Yeah,
I
a
mean,
guess. It's already decided, so I just need a guess. A guess.
oh
Yeah.
yes. Oof. Jesse.
Not next time. It's going to be Fenzel next time, actually. So
Fenzel,
that's
that was my that I was honestly I was going back and forth between Fenzel and Jesse,
yeah.
and I went with Jesse.
So that's going to be interesting. Obviously,
That'll be a fun
I,
that'll be
it,
a fun one.
it's going to be interesting. Obviously, I want to have everyone, and that is so. If you are a streamer or something like that, please just send me a message, and we'll see. I'm trying to have it every 2 weeks, and obviously we're gonna have Jesse on at some point as well, and so it's gonna be super interesting. And once again, Mike, thank you so much. Thank you so much, each and every one, being in here tonight. I hope you're gonna be here tomorrow, as I'm going to stream double tablet, Tour 11 and Tour 12. So 2 tablets on stream. That's gonna be super interesting, to be honest, and see if I can
Yeah.
actually do well at the same time interacting with chat. Any final words from you, Mike, or you're ready to take off that
Uh,
that costume?
My costume, yeah, this thing. If you missed it, this costume's from Halloween. So on Halloween, I wore
Yeah,
this, and
right.
I got it because my chat loves to bust my chops about being short. Because I showed a picture where I actually met Jesse and Hank because they were both in the city that I live in this summer, and I was way shorter than them too. So they like to bust my Marlins, as it were, about being short. So you won't get my lucky charms, all right? But it's hotter than balls. It's hotter than Satan's balls. I'm dying over here.
Yeah.
You were sweating before the stream. I'm sweating now.
I
But
honestly, honestly think
yeah,
that's a good cue to end it up here. Honestly, with us being very warm. Mad King Aries, thank you so much for the $5. Much appreciated.
real quick, I did see somebody asked in chat. I will be streaming tonight. I usually go on like my usual time is 6 Eastern, which would be like 45 minutes from now. But I still have to eat dinner and stuff, so I'm probably gonna be like an hour late tonight. But I will be on tonight.
Let's do it! Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day now, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.